Welcome to Cult Cinema Catacombs, bitch!
Happy halfway to Halloween, folks.
Yay!
April is officially halfway to Halloween, and we're going to actually embrace that for the first time ever on Cult Cinema Catacombs. I'm surprised we've never done a halfway to Halloween month, to be honest with you. But we've decided, what the hell? Let's have some fun. And we're going to watch
stick. Halfway to Halloween, disco stick.
So
the rails so fast.
That is what we're doing.
It's like 4 sentences in.
We are going to be watching.
I'm already crying.
Watching the type of movies that we would watch when we were young, and we were like either at a slumber party on Halloween, or we were the teenagers who had our friends over, and the trick-or-treaters were coming over, and we were, all that stuff. But basically, that type of a movie where you saw it on the shelf at a Blockbuster or whatever, Family Video or whatever, and you're like, oh, this looks good. And it's like a roulette wheel. You don't know if it's going to be good or if it's going to be bad, but it's that kind of a vibe.
Yeah.
So, Andrew.
Yeah.
What movie have you chosen for this and why?
Yeah. So when I think about the movie that you just described, what I'm really thinking about is, in every movie, the babysitter slasher era movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
The babysitter always
y'all grew up in a perfect time for shit like this.
Yeah. Well, and I'm doing a modern movie. Well, modern, but whenever they set the kid down, it happens in Halloween. It's my favorite part of Halloween, and it happens in all of these movies where they set the babysitter sits the kid down in front of the TV, and it's the monster double feature, and it's the Thing from Another World or something, and they were watching this horror movie while the events of another horror movie unfold. Mm-hmm. I wanted to do this movie on this show for 5 years, and we've actually talked about this movie on this show, and and I didn't realize when I picked it, because I haven't seen it in so long, that this movie will actually be a fitting tribute to someone who's recently passed. And I didn't realize that. But I think of all of the things this man has done, and I am speaking of Eric Dane, this might be my favorite thing he's done. I'm going to give you, Roy, I'm going to see how quickly you can get this, if you can, because it is kind of a fairly obscure movie. But I don't think, Courtney, if you could get it, please tell me. But
I'll be shocked.
Eric Dane's in it. Okay.
Is this the time I spin the wheel of the 8 things I say?
Yeah. I'm going to add a new one.
Yeah.
So Eric Dane is in this. Tretch is in this. Clu Gallagher.
Oh my God.
Henry Rollins. Jason Mewes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything?
That went off the rails so fast. That's twice.
Yeah, so
it's definitely not Marley and Me or Burlesque.
No, we're going back to.
Yeah, we're gonna watch Marley and Me. It's halfway to Halloween.
Yeah, that movie scares the shit out of me. We're going back to 2005 and we're doing Feast.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
Yes. Oh yes.
We talked about the movie when we were talking about when we've how many times? 3 or 4 times I've threatened this movie. We also have talked about it in interviews, and it's one of my favorite movies.
We're getting the Balthazar Gettys.
I got the Balthazar Gettys. I'm very excited to watch this movie again. I have put it off because I kept wanting to do it for the show, so I never rewatched it. But I had the most fun watching this movie, and it was exactly one of those situations where it was like, oh God, I don't know. I think it was. I don't even think it was on streaming because it was 2005. So right. I think it was probably like most of these things that I found were $5 bin DVDs from Walmart. They had that. They still do have those bins, and I would just grab it on payday. I would just grab like 5 or 6 movies and just bring them home.
Yeah,
and
like
just
this
watch.
sounds weird. Whatever.
Yeah, this is something I think I'd be into, and I would just rent those movies or buy those movies and watch them. And this was one of those movies, and it's been with me ever since. It is insane. It is
Well,
insane.
this is
What
like
I also-
a perfect encapsulation too, because if memory serves from what little I know of this movie, because I have heard of it, it's kind of in concept a bit of a throwback as far as it's like content and stuff like
Yes.
that.
It's
Yeah.
definitely a
But-
throwback.
So
yeah.
it like grabs at y'all's teen years, but it came out during my teen years, and so it's like a perfect amalgam of what we would all watch at a sleepover. That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
You know what's also great is that you chose a movie with this theme a month like 2 months before we're doing documentary month, because this movie was actually part of the Project Greenlight show that Matt Damon and Ben Affleck had. This one season 3 of that.
I was about to say it was the one that wasn't freaking awful.
Yeah.
What was the one that it was called like The Chair or something? It was like the worst shit you've ever seen.
Chair.
I'm bringing The Chair. I don't give a shit.
The movies were Stolen Summer, The Battle of Shaker Heights with Shia LaBeouf, and then this one, Feast.
There was one, I
and-
think it got second or something. It lost to one of those, and it was the worst man in the world making the worst movie in the world. And I hated him the whole way through.
And then the 4th season was Not Another Pretty Woman.
Ugh. That sounds awful. Anyway, tell me more about this movie that sounds good.
Well, so
It
it's
has cool people in it.
I mean, it's got the weirdest cast in the world.
Jason
I
Mewes
didn't-
in anything that's not Kevin Smith is already weird.
Like I said, you got the Balthazar Getty going on.
I just read that the director is Clu Gallagher's kid,
Yes.
Oh, well,
Which I
that
did
checks
not
that
know.
out. That
which is why he's in it.
makes that make
Um,
sense.
You got Treach.
Yeah, which
Preach.
I mean, the man played Blade on TV. That's all I'm going to say about that.
You also have Jason Mewes. Don't forget
Yeah.
Jason Mewes. And here's the thing: is Jason Mewes, if I remember right, he's double cast in this movie because he plays a character, and then he
Keep it
plays
everything.
himself in
I
the
think you're-
movie.
I think you're right. If I remember right,
Something I remember about him playing himself, and plus also this other character, just some wild shit out of nowhere.
but it's just straight ahead. All these people are like in a bar, and it's all these different kind of archetype characters in a bar, and then there's a fucking monster, and they
Yeah.
have to survive.
God, I
That's
love
it.
when it's just straightforward.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
everything has to have 17 layers.
No. So I'm.
But if we
yeah.
got two Jason Mewes, I'm ready. Never know when to stop.
It's Jason's Muse.
Jason's
Jason's
Mewes, you're right.
Mewes.
It's like attorneys general.
Yeah. But I am very excited to finally, as soon as you were talking about it, I'm like, and it clicked. I'm like, oh, I got it. We can do it finally. We're doing it finally.
Came from the Lord. That's
That's right. The Eagles,
how we know your walk is strong.
the Eagles are coming from Erebor. Look over my shoulder. Just Feast 1, 2, and 3 flying over the.
The beacon
bug-
is lit.
A
Concord
bug came
needs
up
help.
and flew and landed on your hand and started whispering in your ear, and it said, "Do feast."
Yeah. Well, then be glad I'm no man, and the helmet comes off, and it's the movie Feast.
Oh man.
That's- yeah.
Now I have to order that crop top I saw. It says I am no man and it's a big sword on it. It's fucking awesome.
All right. Let's
All
watch
right.
this. I'm
Let's
ready.
I'm gonna
Let's
order
do
a
some
crop top
Feast.
and watch Feast.
Yeah, let's order some
Alrighty.
crop tops and watch Feast. Mine's
I'm
gonna be
buying
mesh.
3. I'm buying one for all of us.
Yeah, mine's gonna be mesh. Woo! Have 69 on the
It'll
back.
still say I am no man.
It'll say I am no man. 69 Hooters.
Mine will say, "I am a virgin," and then underneath it'll say "Islander."
Mine
You really are no man, so that's nice.
yeah. Mine'll have,
Not ironic for you.
mine'll have Billy Eichner's name on the back. The number
Yeah, just say
69 will say I
Billy
am no
Eichner.
man.
Full name, Billy Eichner.
Billy Eichner.
We'll find his middle name. I'll figure it out.
Where have all the good guys gone? And where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought that the opening of this film was a production company slide.
Yeah, I mean the
It
movie
really
was
didn't
a
It
start-
starts with the little tiny picture,
It really
and
did
I was like,
feel
"Oh, I can
it.
set up my notes." And I was like writing the title on the page, and I was like, "Oh shit, they're happening."
This movie was a production company slide the entire thing.
It was. Matt
This
Damon
movie-
and Ben Affleck said, "This is our shit."
This was also a movie that made the artistic choice of random freeze frame video game
God damn it,
style
so
character descriptions.
Thought it was funny.
I said in the last movie that this movie could only have taken place when it was actually filmed.
Mhm.
And that's
And
one of the
this
things
only-
that is
Yeah.
very specific. And there was like Smoking Aces did that. This
Mhm.
movie did that. There were a whole god damn it. I
The
love
Boondock
little
Saints version of that a couple of years earlier.
stat cards are so good,
yeah.
Roy.
But I love the fact that Jason Mewes played Jason Mewes.
Yes.
So funny. Jason Mewes, but with worse hair for no reason.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, without warning, fucking Balthazar Getty appears.
Just
And
walked
I'm
into the
like-
bar.
I just like, oh my god, it's Balthazar
Why?
Getty.
So weird. The cast in this movie was
They-
so weird.
And
So
his
I'm-
name was Bozo.
It was. Surely we talked about this in part one. This is the product of television show Project Greenlight.
Yes. Yes.
And it is the final season of it, I think, right?
Yes.
Where they were like, no more bullshit coming of age movies. We're not doing that anymore. Do something
We're doing-
genre-y, do something crazy.
In
Yeah.
a horror film.
Yeah. And
And it's going to be directed by Clu Gulager's son.
yeah. So Clu Gulager and his little dangly earring is going to be in it.
Oh, that
would-
dangly earring. Oh my
shocked.
god.
I was shocked at the lack of cinematography. That's the end of that sentence. I was shocked at the lack of cinematography, considering that this person is a nepo baby. You thought you would have like got some training.
It's so weird.
Well, I
Again,
mean, Clu Gulager is not exactly
Not exactly a DP kind of a guy.
Yeah.
he's definitely you picked the right son to
Somebody's
do a
gonna pull
genre
that.
movie for sure. But
Somebody's
again,
gonna pull that soundbite, and I'm gonna have my life ruined.
yeah, this movie again could only take place. It was the result of a reality show
Mhm.
by Ben and Matt, and they pulled in when they decided this was.
They pulled
I
a bunch of
really
their friends.
believe, and yep, when they decided this was going to be the movie, they pulled in a bunch of favors and called a bunch of
Mhm.
weirdos, and got this movie done.
You liked
Um,
it?
God, this movie.
It was a beautiful time for a movie like this. 2005 was the golden age of calling people the F slur when you couldn't think of anything clever to say. It was the golden age of just the nastiest cowboy hats you've ever seen.
It is the Tarantino knockinest oftenest movie I have ever seen in my entire life.
It
You've
was
gotta-
like they said, I want to make a Guy Ritchie movie, but I also want to make a Tarantino
Yeah.
movie.
Roy, what
We-
were you saying?
Just kinda-
We actually had a sequence in this movie where the mom had to tell her kid to put headphones on
Oof.
Oh,
because she's about to be fucked by the boss.
oh.
Ugh.
Who was that boss, by the way? I didn't
That's
look
the
it
guy
up.
from The Devil's Rejects.
Okay.
And he's also he's in Pulp Fiction. He's not
He's the owner
Not
of he's the owner of the club
the
or
other
something like
the other guy was the owner of the pawn shop that rapes who does he rape in that movie?
Ving Rhames.
And then Ving Rhames, thank you. And he's the other guy who gets killed with a sword by Bruce Willis.
okay.
In that.
Yeah, he's just that guy. Like,
Yeah, he's doing something insane. He's probably phoning in the actual lines, but he's having a great time.
this movie.
He was like a nasty version of Jackie Daytona.
He
Yeah.
looks exactly like Jackie Daytona. That's what Craig kept saying the whole time we were watching the movie. He's like, he looks just like Matt Berry, and it's so weird to me.
This oh my god, I can't. So you were right. So the one of the first things we see is in walks Balthazar Getty. You see Jason Lee. You see fucking Henry Rollins almost
Yeah.
immediately.
My
Just-
boy.
God damn.
Also kind of phoning it in on the acting side of things. He's capable of so much more than what he showed in this movie. That.
Honestly, his character in this movie was cracking me up because it was
So
so
funny.
not Henry Rollins was his
Right,
character.
he was so like buttoned up. I'm trying to get out there
Hollywood
and cheat on my wife a
exec,
little bit.
like not punk rock at all. Like,
Listen, we're going to make these things think that we are the alpha by showing one of its dead babies.
and then in the like shit starts going south.
Fast.
And then Roy, who shows up as the hero?
Oh shit! Who was it?
Quite
It
literally hero.
Yeah,
it was God. He just recently died.
I
The
didn't know
guy
that.
from Grey's Anatomy.
Eric
Oh,
Eric
yeah.
Dane.
Eric Dane. Yes, that was
Yeah.
Eric Dane.
Because
He did
Roy
die
wrote in our
recently.
group chat, "Fucking Eric Dane."
Yeah,
that's
Eric
yeah.
Dane appears out of nowhere, and I was just like, "What the hell?"
But you have all these
Yeah, that's-
weird little stories going on in this bar.
Yeah, it's like Crash kind of.
Oh, my favorite one: the old woman just completely blitzed off her ass.
Didn't give a shit.
Not
about
giving a shit about
anything.
anything except her gin.
Did she live? I don't
I
know.
guess.
It was implied in the closing credits that she was killed. So
She crawled into like a refrigerator or a freezer or something. That's I think the
Yeah,
last we saw of her.
The full
She's
bottle.
still in there.
She went in there with a full bottle of like Bombay Sapphire.
Huh? And she
Fuck.
stayed there. She's still in there today, some say. Yeah, I said the writing was surprisingly funny. So many movies from this era and of this ilk are so just they take themselves so seriously, and this movie clearly wasn't doing that, and I appreciated it.
Yeah.
They're like, no, we're making something insane.
Yeah, I would love to tell you what the plot of this is, but there is equally 13 plots and no plot.
And
Yeah,
also none
whatsoever.
plot. They told us
Yeah.
so much about so many things. They didn't tell us anything about what's actually happening.
Balthazar Getty is grifting pool with his brother, who's a quadriplegic.
Oh yeah, that is his brother. I sort of forgot about that.
which is how we were supposed to make it a redemption story for Balthazar Getty. Jason
literally
Lee is
one
getting
bit together.
grifted as
Jason Mewes.
Jason Lee, I think.
But
Jason
the thing,
Mewes.
Jason
You're calling him
Oh,
former
Jason
Scientologist.
Mewes.
Jason
Sorry,
Lee.
I was locked into this Kevin Smith
Honest-
meets Quentin Tarantino meets. like,
Honestly,
this time
Jason Lee
period.
would have also been good in the part.
Honestly, with Balthazar Getty's character, was there a character redemption with him?
No, but there was
He-
supposed to be.
Yeah, because he was an asshole all the way through this film. So
I think something must have gotten cut.
But
It just
I
made
think
him
the-
into bozo.
The implication is that he was an asshole to protect his quadriplegic brother.
Yeah, he's like, I want all the heat to come over here so that none of the heat goes over to my paraplegic brother.
Yeah, I
with
think
his-
that
with
was
his
like
little
which
driving gloves.
no one fucked with anyway. I mean,
No.
No, that character had nothing to do. He was just kind of an also ran, which is a hateful thing to say about somebody who's a wheelchair user. I understand that.
yeah, but there was a lot of that. We had
We had a lot of also rans in this flick.
yeah, we had Judah Freelander.
Having the best time of his whole fucking
Just-
life in this thing.
Just enjoying the shit out of his little mesh back baseball caps that are his thing.
Yeah, I was like, I've seen him without a hat on. We love American Splendor in this household. We know him. He doesn't have anything weird going on up top. What's with the hats? Why is it such a
that was his
pervasive
bit.
thing?
That was like his gimmick.
It was, but why?
I mean, I think he just needed a thing, so he had hats that would say things when he would like tour and do stand up, when he would
guess
like
he
go
just
on
never-
TV.
He never realized that his thing is that he looks like the world's hipsteriest hipster, even without the trucker hats.
Yeah, right.
You
The
don't
thing
need
that-
this.
the thing that also gets me is that with this movie is that beer guy.
Yeah, that's
shortly,
Judah.
shortly after making this role, got 30 Rock.
Yeah.
It's just like when he
It was
came
like
on, I
the
was just like,
same year.
oh shit, it's the 30 Rock guy. Yeah.
Yep. I do love that they Sam Jackson Eric Dane almost immediately.
Mhm.
Just that.
Oh yeah,
that
they
bit is so
aired
good.
it.
Bye.
Just
Okay,
immediately
wow,
gets
okay.
just immediately gets chomped in half.
They never
No, I will-
explained. but I'm glad that they never explained. But they never explained why that the monsters had to accessorize by wearing dead steer skulls.
No.
Or what they are, or why they're there at
Right.
that tavern instead of somewhere else,
Right.
or
Just
anything. Why did they have deeply hanging genitalia that can get closed in a door?
However, we did find out that
wildly egregious.
if we did find out that if their babies die, they eat their babies and then they fuck and instantly have more babies.
Yeah, they also never really explain the implications of that. Like, there's no
Yeah,
There's no
doesn't that
explanation.
seem no? And in some ways, I kind of respect it. That like there's monsters and they're attacking. Shut up. Good, we did it.
There
Move on.
was copious amounts of cocaine involved in the creation of this.
I thought you were about ready to say copious amounts of goo because there was definitely
that also
goo too.
It felt like, and I put this in my notes. This movie absolutely felt like Redneck Aliens, like the movie Aliens, but redneck, because there's no explanation. All of a sudden, he just this fucking monster just spits on Judah Freelander and it starts melting for no reason.
And obliterates Eric Dane and then starts fucking a taxidermy deer.
That is
the little one.
Yeah.
That is one of my complaints about this movie is that when they vomited on Beer Guy and he slowly started melting, I was hoping for a better payoff than what we got because I was like,
he just kind of kept looking gross and that was it.
I was like, is he going to explode and turn into like multiple versions of
That's
them,
what I thought was going to happen because there's that scene where he has the bottle of Jack in the Zippo and he's walking and he's like weird, keeps cutting back and forth. I was like, he's going to explode.
His skin and but no, it's just maggots.
No,
there's probably a 4-hour version of this movie somewhere.
Can I ask a question about the maggots?
Sure.
And how maggots work? Just like they don't just start showing up.
They'll just appear out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like he vomited on him, and then all of a sudden the maggots were like, "Hey, food!"
Why were the maggots inside them, though?
I thought the maggots were in the puke.
I thought the maggots were in the puke as well, and yes, that raises further questions, Roy. I agree.
How are they still alive? And
they use real ass maggots.
Oh yeah, when they revealed after he gets
we're going
to talk about the eye scene in just a moment, but
yeah, we'll get there. Classic podcast.
When he lifts up the patch and the real maggots are just falling out.
It's not that bad though, right? Like it's actually fine, right?
Yeah, you got a handful of maggots in there that are inexplicably green for some reason.
It's because they filmed everything in that fucking Tarantino filter on everything in this movie. Every room had its own filter. Yes. Upstairs was a blue filter.
I will say this movie had the energy that the Borderlands movie should have had.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely
just
right.
Completely manic irreverent, kind of funny, manic, hyper violent, kind of weirdly sexual to the point where it's like not sexy. It doesn't make you feel energized in a sexual way. If anything, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
A child gets eaten, which doesn't usually happen.
That was bold.
Yeah.
That was bold.
Boy, they move past that real fast too, don't they? They really thought like somebody in the making of this was like, no, this is our central character. He's going to be the newt and it's going to be a big deal. And he's going to be the thing that the whole movie works around. And they were like, what if we just fucking killed him?
What if we killed him to show all bets are off? Oh, okay.
You already killed the hero. You didn't have to. All bets were already off. The guy's name was Hero and you killed him 3.5 minutes in.
But I love the fact that suddenly she becomes hero girl number 2.
After she takes her obligatory 1.5 to grieve.
Yes.
Yeah. Then she was like, now I'm ready. I did like her video game thing that was like life expectancy, hopefully longer than the last guy.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I did like. Oh, go ahead, Roy.
Can we talk about the eye?
Can we
talk about?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Yeah, because the practical effects ain't bad, right? Like,
oh no,
the practical effects were pretty good, but I have
optical nerve was about 3 feet long, but other than that,
Yeah, I was about to say I have a question about the eye. Are optical nerves the length of a salamander? Are
That's
I mean,
a lot. That was a lot of optical nerve.
That was 3 foot of optical nerve.
Yeah, I mean, it just
It's down his throat.
it was like Ren and Stimpy lengths
Yeah.
of optical nerve.
It was
And you know that was an inspiration.
It had to have
100%.
It had to have been. This movie is the whole movie inspired by Ren and Stimpy, because it might be.
And again, I know John K is extremely problematic. He's a real big fucking pest. Anyway, set that over there. It's over on the pile with Dennis Miller from the last episode. Here's a question about the genre of horror in general. Why do so many horror movies think removing your eye kills you? Because they wanted us to think Judah Freelander was dead.
I mean, it seems to be.
They did it in The Birds too. People got their eyes pecked out and then they died. And I'm like, that doesn't kill you.
I mean, they proved. I mean, they proved that in Kill Bill Part 2. You know, you lose both your eyes, you don't die. I mean,
no, it's just really bad. It sucks a lot.
There's a character that we haven't talked about that I do want to talk about.
Yes,
it's the aspiring actress, model,
the lady with the tits.
Yes,
who in 2000 and late, tried to load a gun by putting the bullet
in the barrel.
Bullet led first into a barrel.
Like it's the Revolutionary fucking War.
And would have done it wrong in the Revolutionary War.
I have to applaud this movie for finding a way to include the which were popular at the time, dumb blonde joke.
Yeah.
Because they were huge around that time.
Again, the golden age. It's 2005.
Yes.
Golden age of misogynistic humor.
When she started shoving that in the barrel, I'm just like, oh Jesus Christ.
After the first attack, when Harley Mom got her leg lopped off, when 3 or 4 people met their untimely demise, including Jason Mewes getting his face fully ripped off.
Looked like he's having the best time getting his face ripped off.
Whoever they got to do whatever like Project Greenlight practical effects person that they got to do this, they decided to make it a showcase. They were like, I'm probably never going to have this opportunity again. Me and my 3 buddies are going to throw literally everything we have at this thing.
I want to look that up because I bet they ended up being like on Face Off or something like that. Yeah. It's like that guy Gage who does special effects makeup for all the drag queens these days, or somebody like that.
Yeah, like
I'm looking it up.
Like
I'm gonna have our researcher Daniela look it up.
Okay, and then there was a scene right after all of those people die where they're kind of reconnoitering and figuring out what's going on, where I think it's Clu Gallagher says, cover them up with tablecloths. And Lacey looks at me and goes, this place has tablecloths?
No, that's why they looked at each other baffled. They were like, no.
I do have a theory about this movie I want to share.
Okay.
I'm excited.
I think... And this is a big swing. I'm making a big swing with this one.
I can't wait.
I think this movie is the end of the gay joke. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Because it had I've never seen a cast make a gay joke in a film that absolutely had nothing behind it and did not want to make this joke at all. And it was literally Henry Rollins.
It made no sense. Keep going.
Henry Rollins walks down after getting all of his clothes fucked up by the redneck aliens, walks down the stairs because somebody said, I've got some clothes upstairs you can put on, in a pair of juicy sweatpants, pink juicy sweatpants,
exactly like the ones from that episode of King of the Hill where Bobby has to change into the school lost and found.
It's the oldest bit in the world, and they show him to us from the waist up, and Balthazar Getty looks at him and goes, and I swear to God, this is the delivery. Are you gay? and then it just shows him, and then it cuts away, and that's the joke.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to make it. Nobody felt any energy behind it. And I don't know if I can think of another non-meta making fun of gay joke in a movie after that I ever saw. I want to say this is it. This is the one that
This is the
ended the
last
gay
one.
joke.
It killed it.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck said, "We are from Boston. You better call someone the F slur, and you better ask if somebody's gay."
And they said, we did it. And they're like, God, that just doesn't hit the same anymore. I think we
not
got to
as
stop
good.
now. He made a few calls. Ben Affleck picked
I'm
up the
gonna go
phone
talk
and
to
the
my
gay
daughter
joke
about
ended right there.
Yes.
So I brought up on the screen. I mean, the audience can't, that are listening to this can't see this, but I brought up on the screen the list of everybody who did the hair and makeup for this movie, and it is a long ass list.
It
of
really is.
people.
It's a long ass list. I also looked. They are part of a makeup company or an effects company called Neo Art and Logic.
Okay.
They did this. They did Halloween Resurrection.
Okay.
They did Piranha 3 Double D.
All right.
They did Seed of Chucky. They did Hellraiser Inferno. They did Dracula 2000.
Oh,
They
snap.
did, I think, all the Hellraiser movies. They
Okay.
did A Wrinkle in Time. And
The scariest
apparently
movie of them all.
there's a sequel to this film.
Yeah, there's two sequels.
Oh
to
yeah,
this
there's
film.
there's three films altogether
Yeah.
in this.
I see Feast
Believe
2
me,
sloppy seconds on this list.
Uh-huh.
I have every intention on watching parts 2 and 3 since they're on Tubi. So
And they're worth
And-
watching.
The last movies I wanted to put on this list, bafflingly, American Pie Presents The Naked Mile and Beta House.
wow.
Didn't see those films. Didn't know there was something that needed a team.
So did
Now-
they do anything before this that you can tell
Uh,
as a production studio?
While you're looking that up, I also want to point out that we completely forgot to mention that this movie was also produced by Wes Craven.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
which is, I think, where we're getting these people, because we're getting the like Dracula 2000 of it all.
I mean, when
mixed
you
in.
are
all the Hellraiser movies, as far as I can see, including the one that came out like not that long ago. It looks like.
when you're again, I don't think this movie could ever have been made outside of this because it was made off of a reality show. It's Ben Affleck, it's Matt Damon, it's Wes Craven at the height of his power.
Mhm.
Like truly, like
Yeah, because he had Nightmare on Elm Street and Swamp Thing, but then he kind of drifted a little there, had a minor hit with People Under the Stairs and everything, and then here came Scream and
Yep.
Yep. You know.
So if they needed anything in the horror world, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck would be like, "Hey Wes, make a phone call," and he would. And it was
Honestly,
done.
and he did.
So good, so good.
Highly recommend this movie. It's so ridiculous. It's so over the top.
Yeah, just
it does
completely
not look like
insane.
it honestly doesn't look like it had a small budget. I mean,
No.
they took that budget and worked with it, especially in the finale when they're just destroying the whole
It's just
fucking
chaotic.
goddamn bar and it's chaos.
I kind of lost the thread at the end, if I'm completely honest, because I'm like, it's all so close up. I don't super know what's going on in a meta sense.
Yeah,
It's
If
pure
one were to do
chaos.
a wide shot, what exactly would be happening? How close are they all? Also
There is-
features the foamiest beer I've ever seen,
Oh yeah,
which connects to my teaser joke over there because Boss Man gives him that beer, and it's like 3/4 foam, and I'm like, oh, I guess that's why he's not Beer Man. That's why Jude's Beer Man.
No, there is a long play payoff in this that every possible payoff that they had, they ruined by paying it off immediately,
Mhm.
except for one, and that was Harley Mom getting her leg cut off, and everybody's like, "Oh, she's dead," and I'm like, are you gonna die from just
Again,
yeah,
because she was tying a tourniquet.
yeah, and she passes out. And everybody's like, "Oh, she's dead." They're like, "Well, who do we strap to this board to lure and strap it with
With
explosives?"
fucking dynamite on it.
Yeah, to lure it. And it's Harley Mom, and then she wakes up.
and
And
they're
they
like,
kill
no,
her
she's
anyway.
not dead. And they're like, yeah, she is, though.
Yeah, she is. Don't worry about it.
Fucking fine. Also, we're bringing Hobgoblins back around because Boss Man's also in Hobgoblins.
Nice.
I was
His
looking him
death-
up to be like, how do I know you? I know you.
His death was the most satisfying death in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, when he finally got it, I was like, thank God he's not one of the survivors.
Didn't
Yeah,
there
he
end up
sucked.
only being 2?
Gross.
It was Hero Woman and Balthazar Getty, right? Those are the 2 that survived.
It was Hero Woman 2, Balthazar Getty, and his brother in the
His brother
wheelchair.
did survive.
And the bimbo. Oh, did the bimbo die at the very
No,
end?
the bimbo had a great scene where she was like, it was the whole thing where like
She
I
was
think if
running
we
to the
distract
truck.
him. We can get you to the beer truck and you can go for.
Oh
you
yeah,
can-
she survived because she just went bye
She
bitches
leaves.
and took
And she
off.
gets-
And she
they set
bailed,
this-
yeah.
Yeah, they set the whole scene up. Henry Rollins goes out to distract him, and she makes for the beer truck because they're all going to pile in the beer truck and they're all going to leave, and she just takes off
And
without.
she's like, bye,
Bye bitches. Nope, I'm out of here.
Why would I stay here? You're insane.
Yeah, nobody likes me. Nobody's going to give me a job in Hollywood. I'm leaving.
Yes. Doesn't matter how hard I Victoria's Secret into my tank top.
Oh god, that whole scene where she was getting changed out of her clothes,
Ugh, gross.
just
Act
gratuitous.
like you had some.
Act like you had some.
My favorite line in the movie. Act like you had some.
Oh god, this movie, it's not good. I want to be clear.
Oh, no,
It's junk
this-
food. It's junk food.
When it comes to the assignment of just being a shitty movie that you watch for fun with friends, this definitely fits that assignment.
Yeah, it's
because-
a perfect slumber party movie.
Oh God, it is. It's just so outrageously stupid, but you can't help but have a blast with this film.
You can walk away at any point and walk back into this thing at any point, and some
Mhm.
kind of weird, bizarre shit. You mentioned it earlier, but you didn't even go into the monster dick.
Yeah. There's a whole egregiously disgusting monster dick scene. It bounces downstairs. It gets run
Yep.
over by a wheelchair. It's exploded. Keys drop in it.
They keep calling back to it.
Yeah,
Over and over. They really loved that monster dick.
they were proud of that monster.
They were
dick.
laughing their
So proud
asses
of
off. Oh, man.
I am not unconvinced that Jason Mewes was part of that. He's like, no, it needs more monster dick. You should put more monster dick in it.
Yeah, bro, get some more monster
He's
dick
just
in there.
whispering in the ear of that reality guy. You should put another scene with the monster dick in there. That'd
Hey.
be fucking hilarious.
Kevin says put more monster dick in it.
Yeah, I do. I've got him on the whole. He's my
Yeah,
best friend.
And Affleck's like, so do I. You're not on the phone with Kevin. What do you? He's on the phone right now. No, you're not. I'm calling him. He just
I'll put him
answered.
on speakerphone. Listen, I need you to do your best, Kevin Smith, right now.
It's like, you just called me.
Shut up,
just,
Ben.
You
Put
just
Matt
called
on the
Ben
phone.
Affleck.
Matt on the phone.
Oh god. But no, I do think of all the people in the movie, I feel like Clu Gallagher had the most fun. And I feel like he
Mhm.
probably had the most fun because his son was directing him
Mhm.
in this
Yeah.
fucking thing.
Remember when he yanked his dangly earring out of his head?
I was about ready to mention that the scene when they yanked the earring out. I
Oh,
was just
God.
like, and
I
he
guess
was
that's
just like,
right. That's why the monster dick happens.
Yeah.
it was like he rips the earring out, and then I love that Clu Gallagher literally responded by going, "Ow." It wasn't
like-
just an ow or anything like that. No, he just goes, "Ow."
I don't know if y'all have ever had an earring yanked out of your head before.
I've
but
had
it
one.
sucks.
I used to have a nipple ring, and a jealous ex decided to end argument with me by ripping it out. And I have never silent screamed in my entire life until that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like it sucks.
Yeah. I had mine
Like,
cut.
mine, it
caught
didn't
in a few
even-
shirts.
Well, you know,
But yeah.
I never even had it like fully, like it didn't like rip an extra hole in my ear or anything. It just ripped it out violently of my earring, and that sucked.
Yeah.
I can't imagine if it goes through skin.
Yeah,
I don't know
I just can't imagine anyone responded by going, "Ow."
I don't know
Ow.
that anybody reacted to their ultraviolet wounds in this movie appropriately.
Very video game that way.
Like Jason Mewes has his
I
face
got
ripped
shot.
off.
I got shot point blank in the chest. Ouch.
Yeah, Jason Mewes got his face ripped off, and he was running around like that guy in
like
Evil
8
Speak
more
with the
lines.
fire, just like
He said he had several more lines,
Yeah. Yeah, a couple more zingers.
and then he died.
Oh my
And
god.
again, I don't think getting your face ripped off kills you. That lady is still alive that had that chimpanzee rip her face off. She's still kicking, isn't she?
God.
Yet
yeah,
another
because
thing that
I
think
thought they
that's-
were referring to. I thought they were referring to that because when they went to go move his body, and then suddenly he jolts up. I was just like, "Yep, I knew it. He's still alive." And they went, "No, that's a death rattle."
Yeah.
Oh,
Luke
okay.
Gallagher's like, that's just a death rat.
All right. He could still be alive. That'd be fine. They did that for like almost every character. Judah Friedlander we thought was dead. The Bibbo pokes him in the face with a fork and he doesn't move.
Mhm.
And then like 20 minutes later he gets
He gets up
and just
That
starts
mullet
and
immediately
goes
talking.
starts giving advice on how to stop the aliens. I was just like, "Wait, I thought you died."
Didn't you die a while ago?
This movie's wild. It doesn't even feel like it's filmed in order.
No. No, it doesn't. They just did it by character. They were like, we're gonna do all this shit today.
Does anybody got
You know what? They might have.
Honestly.
the other moment I loved is when Henry Rollins is like, "Does anybody got a cell phone or a cell phone service?" And
This Canyon country.
Yeah, this is Canyon country, and I'm like, "Oh Jesus!"
Were they in California?
It felt like this was like near the Mojave Desert area type
Yeah.
of
See,
thing.
I was thinking like Arizona. It was giving me Arizona.
Like on the cusp of
somewhere-
Arizona.
like cusp of California, Arizona. There,
Yeah, right in the knife tip of Nevada. That's where I've decided it is. My brain.
The knife tip.
We never find out what they are, why they showed up, where they're
Nope.
going.
Mm-mm. What's
They're
their
just-
culture? They have
I thought
like,
at fir-
outfits.
I thought at first
Right.
that the skulls were their faces, and then they
Yeah.
took it off all Predator style. And I was just like, "Oh, it's fashion."
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's just like Princess Mononoke shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this movie. I'm glad I picked it.
Me too.
It's honestly worse than I remembered. Like,
Fucking stupid.
I thought it was a better film. In my mind, it was a better film. It's not. I'm not saying it should be. I am
No,
saying-
it knows what it's doing.
Yeah. I'm glad I picked it though. I'm glad
No,
Roy
it's
got
perfect.
to see it for the first time.
Well, it was a
You know,
good
it was one of those-
thing.
It was one of those movies where it's just like I keep seeing it and I knew about it, and I was just like, I'll watch it again sometime. I'll watch it sometime. I don't know when, but yeah, now I'm definitely going to be watching the sequels because God damn.
I don't know if I need the sequels, but I had fun with this.
I don't know that I've seen the third one. I know I've seen the second one. So I might have to watch the third one just to see. I think there's some carryover from the first to the second, but I don't know because I think the second kind of picks up right where the first one leaves off.
Okay.
Which is quite abrupt.
Yeah. Which is they do a gag at the end of the movie. After everything that happens in that movie, they do a gag where the car dies. I don't know why she
Funny.
gets out of the car.
Oh,
Like, is she
God.
gonna go for the Jeep?
Yeah, like what are you
But-
gonna do?
Yeah, she gets out of the car. I'm like, oh, so they're gonna go look at the other car. No, she starts pushing it, and I'm just like, what I loved about that sequence is that when the car is driving off, the heroic music is playing, but then when the car dies, the heroic music just stops.
Stop.
But when they get the car going again, it picks up where it left off.
Yeah,
Funny.
yeah. Fun movie.
Completely insane movie.
All three of these movies are available on Tubi for free, so you don't
Watch
have
them.
You
go
don't
watch
even need
them.
a goddamn account.
Nope.
So next episode, we got some good news and we got some sad news with our next episode. The good news is our next episode is goddamn our 200th episode.
Woo!
So
many.
the bad news
many.
is and the sad news is it's our last episode.
Mhm.
After 8 years and
Yeah.
200 episodes, we have decided, life is getting in the way, and so we are going to wrap it up. But we're going to wrap it up on a fun note. We're going to be watching a movie that I've been wanting to do on this show for the longest time, and finally got a good copy of it so we can watch. We're going to watch 1977's Japanese comedy horror film House, aka House-u. Are any of you familiar with this one?
Oh, very much so.
Very
Oh, very much
familiar. I've never actually seen the flick, but I know of this flick.
Yeah, this movie is bananas.
Insane.
Literally, it's insane. It's got horror elements, but basically think of it as what if the Muppets did a horror film
Yeah.
with Sid and Marty Krofft energy.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
That's what this film is. There's not a serious moment in this thing at all. It's just wild. But yeah, we are wrapping it up after 200 episodes in 8 years, folks. So we'll discuss more about it on that episode. And actually, we've got a special message thanks to Cameo for us on the 200th
Oh my
episode.
goodness.
It's not Eddie Deason, just to
Ah,
let
I
you
was
know.
damn
gonna
it.
say, did you get Eddie back?
I'm not showing up. It's not Eddie D's and I ain't coming.
I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised as to who it is, though.
Is it Clue Gallagher?
No. And the message that this person gives is fun, so I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. But yeah, that's the news, folks. So like I said, we'll go into it more on that episode and go from there. But thanks for listening, and definitely tune in May for our finale. And until then, we'll talk to y'all later.
Franco's gonna be so mad.
Oh, I know a lot of people here now.